hearing your name called?
Yeah, well, it was, we were expecting to be good this year, but to have a 9-month season is crazy, and just to be great for 9 months. And we knew, one slip up or one bad day could cost us a championship. So when we won it outright on Friday, it was a pretty good feeling, and definitely made the selection show a lot more fun.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've had times when I know in your career when you have sat there, and even if you're in, it's still a matter of being anxious
For sure.
Something crazy could happen during the time. What was the feeling like with the team? And I think I saw you guys were all together. What was kind of the atmosphere?
It's definitely a lot different than years past with this group. I don't think there's as much excitement just being in. It's more like, okay, who are we going to play? What's our draw? What's our path and how far? I just think we're really motivated to go far in the tournament. So it was more like strategically thinking about all the selections that were going up. But I think we're ready to go and playing some of our best volleyball of the year, and just excited for the opportunity to compete for the championship, and know that, even a tournament in general is exciting this year. So to feel like we're in a good spot to do well is real. It makes it even better.
What was your initial thought to the seeding and your path? I know you haven't had much time to digest it yet.
Yeah, not a lot. I think we figured we'd be, somewhere between 8 and 13. So 11's about right. And then San Diego will likely, that's going to be a really tough first round, or quote unquote second round opponent. They're very good, and they've, haven't played a lot of matches, but the ones they have with their whole team, they've been very solid. But, like I was saying, no matter who we get, as far as we think we can go, you got to beat everybody. So it doesn't really matter who your opponent is. You just got to win. But overall, I think we got a pretty good draw.
Is it kind of a feeling of relief that you've gotten to this point after having no season in the fall and the hopes of getting this done in the spring?
I think just a relief, just that this season was meaningful and there was good outcomes, and we sacrificed a lot. Our players sacrificed a lot for 9 months, and to win a championship, and then the fact that NCAA who made the commitment to have the tournament is a huge deal for us and all volleyball programs. So again, just excited and thankful that we're gonna have an opportunity in a couple weeks.
Dani, what's the feeling for you? You've been in this sport, all your life. The feeling for you to everybody go to one place, to everybody going to be, we're seeing it with basketball. We're going to see it with other sports, but for you in volleyball, it's got to be kind of unique and neat in the same right?
Yeah, I think it's really unique, and the best part about it for volleyball is just they seeded 1 to 48. At least it appears that way. So, typically for volleyball, they put you in regions because they don't want to pay to fly people all over the place. So they try to keep teams within driving distance with each other. So you normally you'd get some really easy, maybe second round matchups, or some really tough ones depending on your region. So I think it's really cool that it's seeded top to bottom, and the having it all in one place allowed the committee to do that. But I'm excited. Omaha has, obviously does a great job hosting too. So with the College World Series there and a lot of volleyball Final Fours, they know what they're doing. So I think it's a good city to have it in.
Will it be a little strange to have the amount of time you have before actually starting the tournament?
I think, we have a week, and usually you get about, a little less, 4 days, and you have to play. So I think I'm most worried of just having that first round off. And there would be an advantage to playing that game just because you kind of get some nerves out and kind of get rolling. So I think it's really interesting to think about having a match off, and the team that we're playing had played the night before. So they're going to have been used to the court and felt that pressure.
Dani, last thing from me, you mentioned it. It's been a long time since you started. Even if you go back to your first match back in the fall, between then and now, some teams, and I know San Diego is one, I don't think their first match was until like right around Valentine's Day or, mid-February. Is there an advantage to either way, do you feel like, at this point?
I have no idea. That's what will be interesting in the tournament. If like the ACC and the SEC and the Big 12, for that matter, were the only conferences that played in the fall. So if all the teams from those conferences do well, then we'll kind of know the answer to that. But then a part of me thinks it might be an advantage to have only played this spring because you're a little bit fresher, especially mentally. You haven't been grinding for 9 months. You've just really been focusing on these last 3 months. So I don't really know. I'm happy we played, but I don't know if it was an advantage or not.
Dani, I apologize. This is Andrew Shernoff with WKY. I jumped on late to this, so if you've been asked this, I'm so sorry. That run in 2019, what do you think your players and team just learned from that can help this time?
I think it's just a lot of confidence that, we have the talent to beat great teams and storied programs. And so I think that's something we're going to take with us into this tournament run, is that, we're trying to become one of those storied programs that has a lot of history and, that typically makes Sweet 16 and Elite Eights. So knowing that we did it last year definitely gives us a confident boost, and also makes us really hungry to do it again and go further.
I'm good.
All right.
Thanks, Dani. Congratulations.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Dani.
Thanks, Dani.
Thank you.